Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zita, and on my channel I share with you DIYs and makeovers on a budget. And don't forget to follow me over on my socials at Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and Etsy. So let's get started on today's DIYs. Today I'm participating in the third Thursday thrift flips. Try saying that 3 times, guys. That's a tongue twister. And this thrift flip playlist is hosted by Southern G Moore Girls, the Rusted Willow, and the Chick Show DIY. So once you finish watching my video, guys, head on down to my description box and find the playlists for all the other amazing creators today. Today I have 4 beautiful Christmas ornaments that I'm going to create, and the first one I'm going to start with here are some recycled lids from some tin cans, and I've used a can opener so those tops won't be sharp, so you'll need the right can opener for that. I think it's the one that cuts on the side. And I'm using a Fusion Ultra Grip here first, and I'm going to let that dry. That way your paint will stick easier to your lids, because chalk paint or any kind of paint doesn't stick well to metal. So I'm using this Fusion Ultra Grip first, and this works really well. So I'm giving my lids a few coats of chalk paint. Now I'm going to be creating some lollipops here. I probably didn't really need to do this. I may have been going to use a marker or something first, and that's why I painted them. And you'll see later on me using a marker if you don't have any wool or any cotton cord like I'm using here. So this is some cotton cord that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And I'm using a red, and I didn't have any white yarn at the time I made this one, so I'm also going to use a twine, a thicker twine that I had on hand. So I'm just using my hot glue gun to go around the lid with my first strand of the red cotton cord. So I just do one strand of that, and then I'm going to take my twine and go around the next loop, and then the red, and then the twine, until the whole thing is filled up like you see me doing here. So I made a couple of these, and the second one I used the red cord and then this beautiful white yarn with some metallic thread through it. And you'll just see in the end here, once I show them on the tree, how they both turned out. So once I have that side done, I do go on the opposite side and complete that too. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I did. And I'm using some lollipop sticks here that I thrifted. And I'm just going to glue that to the back, and then I'm going to start with my red cord and my twine going all the way around again, and that's going to cover up that stick. And once that's done, I'm going to use some cellophane cookie bags that I picked up from the dollar store, and I'm going to wrap the lollipop in that, and then just tie some red and white, it's not jute, some twine, and around the lollipop stick, and they turn out beautiful. These are so whimsical, guys. So if you enjoy whimsical little ornaments like this, go ahead and make some of these from some recycled tin lids, and you got a really inexpensive ornament for yourself. So here I'm just cutting the bag down to fit the lollipop, and then like I said, I'm just going to tie some red and white jute around there to match the lollipop, and these are so fun to make. So go grab yourself some recycled lids and make some of these for yourself. These are fun for kids too, I think, but I love them myself too. Let me know in the comments what you think of this first ornament. For this next DIY, I'm going to be doing a reverse decoupage on this bauble that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And I have these beautiful napkins here from Ninny Napkins with some a mother dog and her pups in the back of a red truck with a Christmas tree. Beautiful napkins. So if you like to order some like this or some other beautiful napkins, I'll leave a 10% off coupon code in the description box. So first, what I'm going to do here with this bauble is apply some Mod Podge to the area that I want to apply my napkin. And while that's still wet, I'm going to stick my napkin down, and I'm going to cut that into a round shape first, which I should have done before I applied my Mod Podge, but it didn't take too long to cut it. So, and if you want to use, you know, a round piece of wood or something to help you get it more round, you can do that as well. And what I'm doing here is ripping my napkin, so when I lay it down it doesn't get as wrinkled, because it does have that rounded edge, and that's going to make it fit a little better. So I'm going to smooth out that on my bauble, and then once that's done, I'm going to apply a top coat to the napkin. And once that top coat of Mod Podge is dry, then I'm going to apply a couple of coats of white paint. And when I do that, that is going to bring the image brighter from the front. So as you can see here, it doesn't look very clear right now with just the Mod Podge, but once you apply that couple coats of white paint, let it dry in between coats, that is going to make your image a lot more brighter. So once I have my 2 coats of paint on there and that's looking the way I want to, now the back is looking a little wrinkled, so what I'm going to do now is apply some acrylic paint with some baking soda in there. I just keep some on my craft desk in a bottle. So I'm going to stir that up, and I'm going to apply that to the back with I have this dollar store sponge brush here. If you have a round one, that would probably work better. But I'm going to apply that all the way around, and I'm kind of making an edge of baking soda paint along the edge of the bulb as well, just to give it some texture. So that is going to give your bulb a little more texture, and you're not going to notice the wrinkle in the napkin as much. So here I'm putting some Fusion Ultra Grip on my tops there, and then I'm painting it gold. And as you can see, the print is much more brighter now with that paint on there. I'm just going to put some snowflakes inside there, and then put my top on, and then a beautiful bow. And before I apply that bow, I'm just going to take a gold marker, and then I outline that edge, and this is going to give this bauble a little more finish look. So now I'm going to apply this bow, and I thrifted this ribbon at the thrift store. I've had it in my stash for a while. So I'm just making a bow here, and this is going to make the piece look a little more elegant. And this ribbon has that vintage look. So let me know in the comments what you think of this one. Aren't those puppies adorable? For this next ornament, I ordered some of these wood rounds with the bark around the edges from Amazon. Now I did make a few different styles of ornaments with these, but for this one I'm going to be making some snowmen with some earmuffs, and they turn out so adorable, so cute. So I painted all of those. I painted the front and the back. And once those were dry, you'll see that I'm going to paint some snowman faces on my wood rounds. And I'm just using a black marker and an orange marker for the nose, and kind of centering it out from that hole there that you see on the bottom. That's kind of what I use for my center. And then I'm making my carrot nose with my orange marker, and then going in and making the mouth with my black marker, permanent marker again. And that turns out really nice. So once I have that done, I'm going to take some pipe cleaner in silver and glue them to the sides. And then I have my pom-poms here that I picked up at the dollar store, and I'm going to glue those to the sides of the silver pipe cleaner, and then take my jute twine and put it through the top of the hole, and this one is done. This is a simple and easy ornament to make, and it is so cute and so beautiful. I love these, and you'll see that I made a few different ones with the different colored pom-poms. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit the notification bell, and that way YouTube will notify you when I post new videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, friends. That would mean the world to me. So let me know in the comments once you see these finished snowmen with the earmuffs, what you think of these, and which one was your favorite color earmuffs. For this next ornament, I'm going to be making this whimsical snowman from these blocks that I picked up at the dollar store. So I'm just going to paint them all white first and then let them dry. I think I gave these a couple of coats of white paint because I wanted it solid white. So once the paint was dried on these, I took my wood glue, and I also used some hot glue as well to give it a quick stick, but I did use my clamp to clamp them all together so that wood glue would be held on there tight and it wasn't going to come apart. So once I had all my wood glue on there and they were clamped in place, then I'm going to start out with my snowman face. And once again, I use my permanent marker and my orange marker and to make the snowman's face, and then I put some buttons on him with the permanent marker as well. So I start putting his face on while it's still clamped up. So I thought might as well get some portions done while this wood glue is waiting to dry. So once I had his face on and his nose, I cut some fabric from a placemat that I had from the dollar store and to make his scarf. And you can see me using my pencil here. I guess I don't trust myself in making a triangle nose. I'm not the greatest artist, but I keep on practicing every day. And his nose turned out great. So I don't think I needed that pencil. But if you feel like your triangles or your artwork is not that great, go ahead and use a pencil first. So I'm just giving him his mouth here as well. So like I said, I'm going to use an old Christmas placemat that I picked up at the dollar store. I'm just cutting a little strip off that, and that's going to be his scarf. I'm just fitting that under the clamp there, and I'm getting that done while the blocks are drying. So I just keep on working here. I'm just going to glue that scarf in place so it doesn't come off, and I'm just giving the bottom of the material some fringes, just cutting some fringes on the scarf just so it looks more like a scarf. And then I'm going to glue that in place, and it looks like I put his buttons on his body with my black permanent marker afterwards. I guess I forgot to put some buttons on him first. So I had some twigs in my fall decor there, so I just took one of those out and clipped it down. Now I'm going to make some arms for him as well. So I'm just going to take my drill and drill some holes into the side there and hot glue his twig arms in. Now you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I feel that the twigs make him look more whimsical. What do you think? And once those are glued in, now I want to give him his buttons on his tummy. And then I feel like he needs a hat as well. But in order to hang this ornament, now this ornament, because of square blocks, you could just set them on a shelf, or use them as a shelf sitter on a tiered tray. But I'm just putting this hook in, and I just screwed that in. It's one of those little picture hooks. Then I put some hot glue, and I put one of those pom-poms on there again. I think I made that burgundy. And then I'm putting my twine through that silver hook that I put on there, and you can't really see it because it's behind that pom-pom. And then this one is finished. Well, no, I'm just going to put another little white pom-pom. That's going to make his hat look more real. What do you think of this one, guys? Isn't he adorable? Well, thank you guys so much for sharing some of your time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and also go in my description box to find the playlist for all the other amazing creators. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.